Hello everyone, good evening. So here we shall give the solutions of the test on the understanding quadrilaterals, which was held on 17th July 2025. So here in question number 1, it has been told that the adjacent angles of a parallelogram, adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio 3:7, then find the values of all the angles. Find the values of all the angles. So now, so since they are in the ratio 3:7, so therefore we can let us take the angles as, let us take the adjacent angles as 3x and 3x degree and 7x degree respectively. So therefore, we know that if we take a parallelogram, then the sum of the adjacent angles will be equal to 180 degrees. So therefore, you can say that 3x plus 7x, that should be equal to 180. So therefore, 10x equals to 180. And so x will be equal to 180 divided by 10, that is equal to 18. So x is equal to 18. So therefore, the adjacent angles are 3 into x, so that is 3 into 18, that is equal to 54, and 7 into 18, that is equal to 126. So therefore, the angles of the angles of the parallelogram are 54 degree, 126 degree, 54 degree, and 126 degree respectively. So this answer. Then question number 2. Question number 2, it has been told that find the number of sides of a regular polygon. Find the number of sides. Find the number of sides of a regular polygon. A regular polygon with each interior angle. With each interior angle measuring 120 degrees. So now we know that the sum of each exterior angle plus the interior angle, the exterior angle plus the interior angle will be 180 degrees, since they will form a linear pair always. So the sum of each exterior angle, and each interior angle, is always 180 degrees. Since why they form a linear pair always. Linear pair. And we know that each exterior angle that is given as 360 degree divided by n, where n is the number of sides of the regular polygon, where n is the number of sides of the regular polygon. So here it is told each interior angle is 120 degrees. So therefore we can say that the number of sides is equal to 360 degree divided by each exterior angle. So now therefore here it is told that each interior angle is equal to 120 degrees. So each exterior angle Each exterior angle will be 180 minus 120 degrees, that is 60 degrees. So hence we can say hence the number of sides of the regular polygon, that will be equal to 360 degree divided by 60 degree. That is equal to 6. So there are 6 sides. So 6 is the answer. Then question number 3. Question number 3, it has been told that 3 angles of a quadrilateral are equal. 3 angles of a quadrilateral. 3 angles of a quadrilateral are equal. The fourth angle is 150 degrees. The fourth angle is 150 degrees. Find the measure of other 3 angles. Find the measure of the other 3 angles. So let us take each of the other 3 angles as x, since it is told that the other 3 angles for quadrilaterals are equal. So let us take each of the 3 angles as x degrees. So therefore, we know that there are 4 angles in any quadrilateral, and the sum of all the 4 angles is always 360 degrees. So therefore, sum of all the 4 angles, so that will be x plus x plus x plus 150, which is the 4th angle, that will be equal to 360 degrees. So therefore, x plus x plus x, that is 3x. So 3x will be equal to 360 minus 150. So this will be 3x will be equal to 210. So therefore, x will be equal to 210 by 3, that is equal to 70. So hence you can say hence each of the 3 angles will be 70 degrees. So hence you can say the measure of each of the other 3 angles, is 70 degrees. Then in question number 4, it has been told that find the value of the angle, the angle measure x, value of the angle measure x in the given figure. So here the figure is a hexagon. Or simply we can provide it. Okay, so the figure is somewhat like this. So it is a regular hexagon. It starts from here A, B, C, D, E, F. So here all the sides are of equal length, and this angle is x. Each of the interior angle is x. So here each interior angle will be same. So here we can find out each exterior angle at first. So each exterior angle will be equal to 360 divided by 6, since there are 6 sides. Since it is a regular hexagon, as you can see. So that will be 60 degrees. And so each interior angle, that is same as x, that will be equal to 180 minus 60 degrees. So that is 120 degrees. So the value of x is 120. So this is the answer. Then in question number 5, it has been told in parallelogram ABCD, find the values of A and B. Find the values of A and B. So here, one parallelogram has been shown. Its name is ABCD. The length of the side AD is 15 and BC length is 2A plus 7 units, and AB length is 3B minus 1 and DC is 23 units. So as you know that in any parallelogram, the length of the opposite sides are equal. In any parallelogram, the opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal. So hence, therefore, we can say that in parallelogram ABCD, in parallelogram ABCD, AB will be equal to CD and AD will be equal to BC. So we can say that the length of AB, which is 3B minus 1, that should be equal to 23, and 2A plus 7, that should be equal to 15. So therefore, you can say that 3B equals to 24, which means that B equals to 3 8 is 24, B equals to 8. And from here, you can say 2A will be equal to 15 minus 7, that is 8. So therefore, A will be equal to 4. So A equal to 4 and B equal to 8. A equal to 4 and B equal to 8. So this is the answer. Then it is told in question number 6 that KLMN is a trapezium. KLMN is a trapezium. Then find the value of the missing angles, and the value of the missing angles M and N. M and N. So one trapezium is given, which is KLMN. Is somewhat like this. This is KLMN. Now the angle N that is given as 144 degrees. Angle M has been given as 106 degrees. And angle K is M and angle L is N. And it is shown that KL is parallel to NM. So it is told that in trapezium, it is given that in trapezium KLMN, KL is parallel to NM. So now it means that the sum of the co-interior angles will be 180 degrees. So therefore, we can say that angle K plus angle N, that should be equal to 180. This is why they are co-interior angles. And angle L plus angle M, that should be equal to 180 degrees. Okay. So therefore, M plus 144, that will be equal to 180. So therefore, M will be equal to 180 minus 144, which will be equal to 36, and N plus 106, that is equal to 180. So hence n is equal to 180 minus 106. So this will be equal to 74. This will be equal to 74. So now n will be equal to 74 and m will be equal to 36. So therefore, the values of the missing angles, m and n are 36 degree and 74 degree respectively. So this is the answer. Then in question number 7, it has been told that if ABCD is a trapezium, ABCD is a trapezium and AB is parallel to CD, and angle DAB equal to 68 degrees and angle ABC that is equal to 82 degrees, then find the measures of angle ADC and angle BCD. So ABCD is a trapezium and AB is parallel to CD. So we can draw like this. Let's say this is ABCD, I can say ABCD. So here AB is parallel to CD. AB is parallel to CD, I can show like this. AB is parallel to CD. So now it is told that angle DAB, that is this is 68 degrees, and angle ABC, this is 82 degrees. And we have to find the measures of angle ADC, this one, and angle BCD, this one also. Therefore, as you can see, therefore here AB is parallel to CD. So I can say that angle A plus angle D, that should be equal to 180 degrees since they are co-interior angles, and similarly angle B plus angle C, that would be also equal to 180 degrees since they are co-interior angles. Okay. So therefore I can say angle A, that is 68 degree plus angle since why here angle A is same as actually angle DAB. Angle DAB we can write it angle A also, and angle ABC we can write it as angle B also. So 68 degree plus angle D, which is same as angle ADC. Angle ADC similarly we can write it as same as angle D, and angle BCD we can write it same as angle C. So angle 68 degree plus angle B, that is equal to 180. So angle D will be equal to 180 minus 68, which will be equal to 112 degrees. And similarly, angle B, that is ABC, that is given as 82. So therefore, angle C plus 82 degrees, that is equal to 180 degrees. So therefore, angle C that will be equal to angle C that will be equal to 180 minus 82. So that will be equal to 98 degrees. So hence we can say hence the values of angle ADC is 112 degrees and angle BCD that is equal to 98 degrees. So this is the answer. Then in question number 8, it has been told that in parallelogram ABCD, in parallelogram ABCD, angle A equals to 3x minus 10 degrees and angle B equal to 5x plus 30 degrees. And find all the angles of the parallelogram. Find all the angles of the parallelogram. Now angle A and angle B, they will be obviously adjacent angles in the parallelogram ABCD. So if you draw a parallelogram ABCD, so angle A and angle B, they will be adjacent angles. So since the opposite sides are parallel, so I can say the sum of the pointed angles should be 180 degrees. So here we can say that since AD will be parallel to BC, so I can say angle A plus angle B that should be equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, I can say 3x minus 10 plus 5x plus 30 that should be equal to 180. Therefore, so 3x plus 5x that is 8x and plus 30 minus 10 that is plus 20 that is equal to 180. So therefore 8x would be equal to 180 minus 20 that is 160. So therefore x will be 160 divided by 8. So that is equal to 20. So x is 20. So therefore angle A will be 3x minus 10. So that is 3 into 20 minus 10. So this is 60 minus 10 that is 50 degrees. So you can say angle B that will be obviously 5x plus 30. So that is 5 into 20 plus 30. So that is 130 degrees. Similarly, now as we know the opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal also. So therefore I can say angle A will be equal to angle C which is equal to 50 degrees and angle B that will be equal to angle D that is equal to 130 degrees. So this is the answer. So we can say that the angles in the parallelogram ABCD are angle A will be equal to angle C that is 50 degree and angle B that will be equal to angle D that is equal to 130 degrees. So this is the answer. But then in the question number 9, it has been told that KLMN is a rectangle. KLMN is a rectangle. Then find the values of x and y. Find the values of x and also find the length of the diagonal. Also find the length of the diagonal. So the KLMN has been told KLMN is a rectangle. KLMN has been told that it is a rectangle. So this is the diagonal and this is another diagonal. This is KLMN they intersected O. So the length of the diagonal KM, that is told as 3x plus 5 units, and the length of the diagonal LN, that is 2x plus 7 units. So as we know that in a rectangle, in any rectangle, the diagonals are equal. In a rectangle, the diagonals are equal. Diagonals are equal in length. So therefore, here I can say the length of the diagonal KM, that should be equal to diagonal LM. Now, so I can say the length of KM has been told 3x plus 5 units, and LM has been told 2x plus 7 units. So I can say 3x minus 2x, that should be equal to 7 minus 5, which is, so x will be equal to 2. So x is 2. The answer for the required value of x is 2. And the length of the diagonal, which is KL or MN, KL, no, sorry, KM or LN, that will be equal to 3x plus 5, which means 3 into 2 plus 5 is 6 plus 5, so 11 units. 11 units. Or if we do 2x plus 7, then also we will get the same answer, which is 2 into 2 plus 7, that is 4 plus 7, that is also 11. So hence the value of x is 2 and the required length of the diagonal is 11 units. So this is our answer. Then in question number 10, has been told that in parallelogram PQRS, find the value of x, y, and z. Find the values of x, y, and z. So there is a parallelogram PQRS. There is a parallelogram PQRS. So PR is the diagonal and QS is another diagonal. So the two diagonals QS and PR, they intersect at O, and this length OS is 3x, and this length OQ is 27. OB length is x plus y, and OR length is 15. So then we need to find x, y, and z. And this SR is z, and this PQ is 14 centimeter. So here we know that in a parallelogram, the diagonals bisect each other. The diagonals bisect each other, and the opposite sides are equal. Also, the opposite sides in a parallelogram are equal. Opposite sides are equal. So now, therefore, I can say that this length of OS, that will be equal to OQ, since QS will be bisected at the point of intersection, which is O. And similarly, X project OP, that will be equal to OR. And also SR, that will be equal to PQ. PQ will be equal to SR. The opposite sides are equal. So therefore, I can say Z is equal to 14 and 3x, that will be equal to 27. So x will be equal to 9. And similarly, OP, that is x plus y, that is equal to 15. So y will be equal to 15 minus x, which is 9. So y will be equal to 6. Therefore, the required values of x, y, and z are x equal to 9, y equals to 6, and z equal to 14. So these are the required values for this one. Then in question number 11, it is told that in the given figure, find the value of the given figure, find the value of A, B, C, and D, and hence verify that A plus B plus C plus D, that is equal to 360 degree. So the given figure is like this. Given figure is somewhat like this. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. Now it is told this is angle D, this is angle A, and this angle which is told 80 degree, and this angle is B, this is 50 degree, and this is 120 degrees, and this angle is C, and this angle is X. So now as you can see, this is forming a linear pair here. So therefore I can say A plus 80 degree, that is equal to 180. Since it is forming a linear pair, so the sum of the angles will be 180. So A will be equal to 180 minus 80, that is equal to 100. And then B plus this 50, B plus 50, similarly that will be 180. So B will be equal to 180 minus 50 degree, that is equal to 130. And then C plus 120, that is equal to 180. So therefore C will be equal to 180 minus 120, that is equal to 60. C is 60, and then here we can say that sum of all the interior angles of a quadrilateral, since here ABCD is a quadrilateral here, so I can say in quadrilateral ABCD, the sum of all the interior angles will be 360 degrees. The sum of all the interior angles equals to 360 degrees, which is called the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. So therefore I can say that angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D, that will be equal to 360 degrees. Now angle A means the interior angle, which is X, plus the interior angle B, that is 80, plus the interior angle C, that is 50, plus the interior angle of D, that is 120. So that is equal to 360. So therefore I can say X plus this is 130 plus 120, that is equal to 360. So therefore X will be equal to 360 minus 250. So it means X will be equal to 110. X will be 110. So therefore now we can see that D plus X, that will be equal to 180. So therefore D plus 110, that is equal to 180. So therefore D will be equal to 180 minus 110, that is equal to 70. So D will be 70. So therefore now if we find the values of A, B, C, and we add the values of A, B, C, and D, then A is A we have found it, that is 100. So A is 100 plus B is 130 plus C is 60, which we have found it, and D is 70. So that will be equal to 130. Okay, 100 plus 60, that is 160, plus 130 plus 70, that is 200. So 200 plus 160 is 360. So hence proof, or I can say hence verified. Since it is asked to verify that the sum of A, B, C, and D is 360. Then in question number 12, it has been told that TILE, tile is a rhombus. Find the value of P, Q, and R. So it is a rhombus. TILE. TILE is a rhombus. Then the diagonals are being drawn. So this is angle P. This is 90 degree. Since you know that the diagonals will bisect at right angles, and rhombus, it means that all the sides will be same, all the side lengths will be equal. This angle has been told 35 degree. This angle is told as Q. Find the values of P, Q, and this is angle R. So here, as you can see that a rhombus is a type of a parallelogram only. So opposite, or we can show that, let's say this is point O. You can say that triangle OLP, that will be congruent to triangle OTI. Since why? The Okay, since the diagonals will bisect each other at right angles, so here you can say that the OL is equal to OT, and this OE will be equal to OI, and each angle is a right angle. Or we can say that LE is equal to IT. So I can say triangle OLE will be congruent to triangle OTI by SSS rule of congruency. SSS rule of congruency. Or we know, already we know that a rhombus is a special type of a parallelogram only. So the opposite sides will be parallel. So I can say OL will be parallel to TI. So I can say no, LE will be parallel to TI. So I can say that angle Q will be equal to angle R, since why they are alternate in interior angles. They are alternate interior angles are equal. So now, as you can see that some property of a triangle we can use. So therefore, in Q plus 90 plus 35, that will be equal to 180. Since why the sum of the three angles in this triangle OLE will be 180 degrees. Is we can say, since sum of all the angles in triangle OLE is 180 degrees. So therefore Q will be equal to 180 minus 90 minus 35. So 100. So we can say it is 180 minus 125, which will be equal to this is 5. So this is 55. So Q equal to 55, and so R, therefore R will be also 55 degrees. And angle P, and P will be obviously 90 degrees, since why the vertically opposite angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Since this is 90 degrees, since I can say angle LOI, that would be equal to angle TOE, since why they are vertically opposite angles. So this angle also will be a right angle. So therefore, the required values of PQ and R are P is 90 and Q is also same as R, which is 55. So that's the answer. Then in question number 13, it has been told the case study. So here it is told that a students, group of students in class 8, were engaged in a lively discussion about various types of quadrilaterals, and their properties. They explored the characteristics squares, of squares, rectangles, then parallelograms, trapezium, and connected these shapes to real life situations. Such as the rectangular shape of a book, rectangular shape of a book, the parallelogram shape of a playground, the parallelogram shape of a playground, then or the trapezoidal design of a bridge. Trapezoidal design of a bridge. Then, based on their discussion, some of these questions were raised. Based on their discussion, some of these questions were raised to answer the following. So the first subpart is, which of the following quadrilaterals has two pairs of adjacent sides equal? Just got has two pairs of adjacent sides equal, and the diagonals intersect at right angles. The diagonals intersect at right angles. So here actually various shapes have been given, like this one kite shape has been given, and parallelogram shape has been given, and a trapezium shape like this has been given, and then rhombus shape also has been given, rhombus, and then rectangle shape has been given, then another trapezium shape has been given, trapezium. Actually, it is an isosceles trapezium which has been shown. Hence why here the two oblique sides are equal. The two non-parallel sides are equal, so it is an isosceles trapezium. And then one square shape has been given. Square. So out of these, we have to find which of the following quadrilaterals has two pairs of adjacent sides equal and the diagonals intersect at right angle. So the answer would be kite, since we know that its diagonals will intersect at right angles, and then rhombus also, since we know in rhombus also the diagonals will intersect at right angles. So kite, then rhombus, then square. Since in a square also the diagonals are equal and they intersect at right angles. Okay, so the answer is kite, rhombus, and square. And then in the second subpart, it has been asked that adjacent angles of a parallelogram, adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio 2:3. Then find the values of all the angles. Find the values of all the angles. So here in a parallelogram, if you take a parallelogram, then the sum of the adjacent angles will be 180 degrees, since why the opposite sides are parallel, so the sum of the co-interior angles should be 180 degrees. So if I take this is 2x, this would be 3x. Since why we can take, let the angles be 2x and 3x. Let the angles be 2x degree and 3x degree, since why they are in the ratio 2:3. So the sum of these two angles should be 180, since they are co-interior angles, and uh, the opposite sides are parallel. Since if we take the name of the parallelogram as ABCD, so I can say therefore AB is parallel to CD, so I can say angle A plus angle D should be 180 degrees. So angle A is 2x degree, suppose, and angle D is 3x degree. Therefore, I can say 2x plus 3x, that should be 180. So I can say 5x will be 180. So therefore, x will be equal to 5 3s are 15, 5 6 are 30. So x is 36. So therefore, I can say therefore the angles in the parallelogram are is in the parallelogram are 36 into 2, which is 72 degrees, and 36 into 3, that is 108 degrees respectively. Angles in the parallelogram are 72 degree and 108 degrees respectively. So then the third subpart has been told that find the number of sides of a regular polygon with each interior angle measuring 60 degrees. So then the number of sides of a relative asked, and find the number of sides of a regular polygon with each interior angle measuring 60 degrees. So as we know that the sum of the each interior angle plus the sum of each exterior angle that will be equal to 180 degrees, since it will always form a linear pair. The interior angle with the exterior angle, it will form a linear pair always. So here it is told that each interior angle is 60 degrees. So 60 degree plus exterior angle, that is equal to 180 degrees. So therefore I can say each exterior angle, each exterior angle, that will be equal to 180 minus 60. So that is 120 degrees. And now we can say that we know that each exterior angle, that is equals to 360 degree by n, where n is the number of sides. So I can say the number of sides, how to find the number of sides will be 360 divided by 360 degree divided by each exterior angle. So that will be 360 divided by 120, that is equal to 3. So it is a three-sided regular polygon, or I can say it is actually an equilateral triangle. So therefore, the number of sides is 3. Answer. Then in question number 14, in the assertion reasoning type, where it is told select one of the options. Here, first one is so it is assertion reasoning type. The first option is both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. B is both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. C, option C is A is true, but R is false, and D is A is false, but R is true. So in the first subpart, it has been told in the assertion, that is all the parallelograms, are rectangles. All the parallelograms are rectangles, and the reason is all the rhombuses are parallelograms. All the rhombuses are parallelograms. So here all the rectangles are parallelograms, but all the parallelograms are not rectangles. So hence the assertion is false, and all the rhombuses are parallelograms. So the reason is true. So hence the assertion is false and the reason is true. So option D is the correct answer. And in the 15, no, in the subpart 2, it has been told the assertion is given as the angle sum of a convex polygon, the angle sum of a convex polygon with number of sides 10, is 1440 degrees, and the reason is the angle sum of a convex polygon, angle sum of a convex polygon with number of sides n, with number of sides n is given as n minus 2 into 180 degrees. So this is true only, as we know that if the number of sides is n, if the number of sides of the convex polygon is n, then that convex polygon can be divided into n minus 2 triangles. Suppose if we have a hexagon, then we can divide it into 4 triangles, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when the number of sides is 6, then we can form 4 triangles. So when the number of sides will be n, then we can divide it into n minus 2 triangles. So if the number of sides of a convex polygon is n, then it can be divided into n minus 2 triangles, and so as you know, the angle sum property of a triangle is 180 degrees. So therefore, the angle sum of a convex polygon, the convex polygon of the number of sides n of side n of the number of sides n is given as n minus 2 into 180 degrees. So here if we have n as 10, so if we have n as 10 means the number of sides is 10, number of sides is 10, then the angle sum of that polygon, the angle sum of that polygon will be given as 10 minus 2 into 180 degrees. So it is 8 into 180 degrees. So that will be equal to 800, 8 8 64, it was 8, so 14, 1440, 1440 degrees. So hence, here you can say that the assertion is also true, the reason is also true, and the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. So option A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. So hence, so I think all of you have understood the solution of all these 14 uh, uh, questions which came in the test on understanding quadrilaterals. Still, any doubts if you have, please write that in the comments. We shall obviously clarify them. So thank you everyone. And please install our Sapience education application also, which shall be obviously helpful for your exam. Thank you everyone. Bye.